Hello and welcome back to the Mobius Archives. This is your host Mobius Rex, and we are playing Agrarian Skies. Alright, well we've got to get a move on here, get some of our quests out of the way. One of the things that has been bugging me for a while is this lettuce quest in Hell's Kitchen. Let's just open it up. Leafy greens. Alright, so we have to gather lettuce, and we have to gather 50,000 lettuce. We have about half of that now. Lettuce, 27,000. I'm just going to grab a bunch of that and submit it right now. Alright, so, do we have our chest? I've been trying to set this up so that it moves items quickly. Let's get rid of a couple more bees in my inventory. Move items quickly, into the QDS, but I have a hopper here, and that's not exactly the fastest system. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rework this. I need a cable. Cable. There we go. And just grab the export bus back. And just grab this. And all the leafy greens. Manually submit those to 11,000 submitted. As a start. I'm going to put the hopper in here since we only have one of them. And I have a chest already, that's good. Alright, so put the ME cable up and out. Just we just have access to it. Precision export. And we'll toss those greens into this chest. You're not set up anymore? No, you're facing the wrong way. Facing the wrong way. That way. Thank you. Greens, good. Alright, then we need another cable. Because apparently you can't just export directly into the quest delivering system. You need some other way. Then we need, item duct. We'll go with the clear one. And pneumatic servo. Where is that? We need to craft one up. It's fine. Take a sip of my coffee. Alright, install the pneumatic servo. We don't want to blacklist anything. Stack size 64. And just activate. See how well this does. Yeah, that's doing much better because it's actually moving stacks of stuff as opposed to individual stuff. Not as good as instantaneous, but better. Be back with you in a sec. Alright, this is going to take a while, and while that's happening, I'm going to work on getting more lettuce into our system by doing a little bit of a mechanism here. So I've started setting this up, but there's a better way, I think. Let's just grab you. No! Oh no! No! Oh, damn it. I didn't have my magnet on. That's what happens sometimes. You lose stuff. Alright. I have that set up as a recipe. Just making sure I don't have a spare there. Set that up as a recipe. Just in case we needed to create more of them. There you go. 2 autonomous activators and my battery packs on. Or my battery pack, my magnets on. I'm just going to put it here. There's a weird thing that's going to go on here, and I'll show you it in just a second. Not that what I'm currently doing is weird, but there's a weird effect. I'm going to use lettuce seeds. That's lettuce. Lettuce seed. There we go. Okay, you're there, and I'm going to put the other one here. Facing inward. You are going to right-click. That's what we do, right? To plant. And we're by water, so that should hydrate soon. And right-click, yeah. Basic export bus for you. And I need a cable underneath that. Set this up to import from the back. And let's just see. I want bone meal. Is bone meal craftable? No, not yet. We can set up a recipe for that if we need to, briefly. So, if we go ahead, Stop that. I'm going to disable you for a second. I don't know whether we actually need that one. I might have just set this up poorly. Maybe we do, maybe we don't, not sure. Right-click blow meal, and I pull it out. It's pulling out... Hold on. So if you go... Use first slot only. You will bone meal that. With the lettuce. Which is fine. Bit slow. What happens if I set this export bus to export bone meal into this? I'm going to fill it up with bone meal. And here we do the same thing, so this might be faster. Yeah, it's about double speed with both of them. Alright, so that might actually help. Even though we have an entire garden here, this might actually help us with getting lettuce. Now, it looks like it's putting the lettuce into my inventory, but it's not. It's just a side effect of the some mechanism here. And I'm actually going to steal this, because I think this one is full of bone meal as well. Yeah, that one's full of bone meal. Take all your bone meal. And take... Ooh. Scary. Take all the bone meal, toss that in there. Take the export bus. Plug that in there. Basic export bus. And you're configured to bone meal. Great. So both of these should now be filling up with bone meal and lettuce. Now we want a precision import bus, so we're not just sucking bone meal out. So let's go grab a couple of those. Alright, setting up these two precision import buses with lettuce. And just hooking them up with a couple cables. Just like so. Hello, what's going on? Oh, right. Thank you. And setting that cable up like that. I actually need a couple more cables. Because I need to control these so that we're not... Alright, so I've gone back here. I've disabled this system here. So we're not dumping anything into here anymore. Just for the moment. What we want to do is set it so that we're not grabbing any more lettuce than we need to. And so not wasting the system. Although, this might break us. So we want to emit when lettuce is below 20,000. Let's say 20,000 for a good measure. So that's activated that side and 20,000 there. It actually should be 15,000. Let's set it to 15,000. There we go. And 15,000. Just like so. Now, am I picking that up? Or is that just going directly into the system? I don't know what's going on. Oh, there you go. This one's picking it up. Let's free up some of these sides. There we go. Put the bone meal there. Now, it should help if this one ever has stuff there. We want bone meal in that first slot. Don't know whether we can control that or not. Don't think we can. Be nice to configure it, but we can't. This'll work. I suppose what I could do is just have one side. Yeah, let's do that. We'll have one side feeding the bone meal. The other side not. So I'll take the bone meal out of here. We won't export anything here. And there you go. That'll slow it down. But at least we won't get stuck. Because the bone meal should prevent it. Let's just disable this guy for a second. It's still registering as acquiring. Let's see. Let's see if our lettuce supplies are increasing, or if something random is just happening. No, our lettuce supplies are increasing. Okay, so apparently we don't have to worry about the bone meal and inventory space situation. It just works. It just automatically outputs whatever direction. Alright, so we could put that bone meal back in, and we'll have a better, faster way to get lettuce than relying on natural growth patterns, even magically enhanced natural growth patterns. And that'll take a bit, but it should, in the end, work out nicely. Yeah, there we go. 7,000, or 700, and that'll increase slowly, and we'll eventually, finally, be able to claim that reward. Alright, so the only thing left is to get the most bang for our buck out of our bones. And so we can actually, whoops, recipe. We can actually set this up so that we can pulverize our bones, and we'll just do that. So we'll just go like that, encode it for 3, and up that value to 6, just so it's true. And we'll grab this pulverizer, and what's it called? ME interface? Yeah. Let's grab one of those. There we go. And we'll just set this up over here. At the bottom of this cable line, one on the very right-hand side, like so. That should power up slowly. We might have to increase our power lines again. Put this ME interface down here, switch it so that it's pointing up, and put our blank pattern in. Just saying, if you want bones, you can get them from here. And connect that over. We actually want a precision export bus so that we can keep auto-crafting bones if we have any if we don't have any in the system. Alright, we also have to set this up with a basic import bus, like this. And so, we've set up the precision export bus to always craft items, bone meal, and it's active with redstone signal, and we'll activate the redstone signal, if we can. Oh, come on. There we go. We'll activate the redstone signal when bone meal is below or equal to 1. So once we run out of bone meal, this will activate and request something here. I'll say below or equal to 1,000 right now. That should activate, and we should be requesting... There we go, that's better. I just need to attach a ME cable to the bottom of that. Seems to be working now. So, when it's less than or equal to 1, I'm going to set this to less than or equal to 6. It will emit a signal. Then we'll just have this crafting as needed. It's almost going to be always crafting, as long as we have bones. And we have less than however many lettuce? 15,000. We have 1,700, so not bad. And we're still using the farm system out there to generate stuff. So that should help with our situation, because that'll always be growing, regardless of whether we have seeds or not. And these farms back here, the mob farms, should be generating enough bone for us. If we need to, we can set up a bee, which has a bone comb. From the skeletal bee, which comes from a desolate princess and a frugo drone, which I may or may not have, which is arid and barren, meadows and modest. So we can definitely make a bee for that if we really need to, and keep us well supplied. Let's see if there's anything else we can complete while we're here today. Speaking of bees, intellect and carbon drops. How far along are we? Stack of intellect, and I think we need one more drop. What is it? Destabilized. Let's just grab that destabilized. Destabilized. There we go. And there we go. So we can pick this reward or this reward. Doesn't really matter to us. We can't tell what they are. And so, epic reward bag. Da-da-da! We get Rune of Augmented Capacity. Nice. So that can increase the capacity for our blood runes over here. We haven't moved on to having a master blood altar or anything like that. We'll put these over. One. There we go. We definitely can expand on that in a little bit. We don't need to anymore, not for quests at least. There might be some other stuff that we can get here, but it's not necessarily mandatory for our quests. Alright, so that was that one. Let's see if we have anything else for us. Magnetic personality. Expensive magnets, but we can do it now, I believe. But you're always missing an Eye of Ender. I wonder if this is a good... No, it's always Ender Pearl and Blaze Power. But we can definitely set that up for auto-crafting. There's a little bit more automation here. And it'll just be crafting for a while. How far along? Looks like we have at least one sextuple compressed cobblestone. This'll be a while. A very long while, but it'll be a while. You want 3 Magician's Blood Orbs. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Now, let me see how... To make a Magician's Blood Orb, we need a gold block and 25,000 life points. Capacity is 25,000, so that'll actually work for us well. We can actually make 3 of those given gold. Are you jammed? So I think we could get some gold worked up here. And that'll actually help. Yeah, that was jammed. Huh. I wonder if how many more gold we can put through that. I think this will be the limit on the gold that we could put through there, as we only really have dust flowing through these auto packagers now. So we could further that along off camera, that Magician's Blood Orb stuff, and we have some Golem stuff that we may or may not have. Ooh, we need to make a lot of golems. We only have made a wood golem, apparently. It's interesting. Or we had a wood golem. I think I got that as a reward for something. Oh, I think I was almost done this. Need a few more sticky pistons and a few more Tinker's Alloy Gears. How many more Tinker's Alloy Gears? We need 18. And there we go. 18 gears. And how about those pistons? If we could craft... let's start with 128. Let's get those gears submitted. That might be one more quest out of the way. Or 2. 3. What's working here? What's going on? What are we missing? Looks like it turned most of our aluminum into blocks. So this should get chewed up nice and fast. And we're competing with the octuple compressed cobblestone generator for the cobblestone. Whoops. And there we have it. Last little bit. Gives us one more reward bag and... Master Ritual Stone and 32 Ritual Stones. Nice. We need Ritual Stones for another quest. But that's it for today. Alright. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave us your comments and suggestions. We'll be back with you next time. Have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.